Hello, hello. So tonight I'm in northwestern British Columbia on a bike tour and I'm wild camping for the night and thought it'd be a great location to bring you a cycling with ankylosing spondylitis episode. Before I get into the meat of today's episode, I just got to show you around the site. It's a pretty awesome one. So I got my bike Juniper stashed here. And then as you can see, just a stunning location, small little beach right on the river, and then got my tent set up over here. Hopefully we get clear skies for the morning and have a nice brekkie to a beautiful sunrise, but we'll see. It's been kind of cloudy today. So on today's episode, I want to focus on two things, and that being diet and a book that I want to recommend that will help, I feel, many folks with dietary questions, and how diet can impact many of the Western affluent diseases that we see today, just skyrocketing exponentially. So to start, over the past 3 years, as I've been diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis and trying to offset symptoms, I've kind of had quite the journey, as many do, through modifications to diet. So I kind of started with cutting out red meat and really limiting sugars. Next step, I went to cutting out poultry, so any turkey, chicken, etc. Started cutting out eggs and fish, and then next went to kind of a vegetarian diet, cut out dairy completely, went to be completely vegan, and now what I'd say I am is whole foods plant-based, or WFPB. And if you're questioning what exactly that is, if you can ask yourself two questions: if what you're consuming is a plant and it is not processed or minimally processed, and the answer is also yes to that, it probably fits the WFPB diet. So I think whether you have an autoimmune condition or not, it is a diet that is the most healthy for any human being to be on. There's a lot of conspiracy that protein cannot be achieved at the levels or consumed at the levels needed on a WFPB diet. I disagree with that statement. And all I can say is, through these years, at this point on the WFPB diet, it is the healthiest that I have felt, the least pain I've felt, the most energy I've had, and all I consume is plants. So I could go on and produce hundreds of episodes on why I say this and the WFPB diet in general. But there's a book out there. It's called the China Study. And of all the dietary books I've read, it is the most comprehensive, scientific fact based, and just data driven book that I've ever seen that correlates diet with many of the Western diseases that we see today. And what's proven in the book, at least in my opinion, is that being on a WFPB diet, only consuming plants as whole as possible, is the number one factor in limiting the possibility of many, many diseases. So this being cancer, heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, the list goes on and on. And it's just healthy. And I think we're at a point in society within the world today where going on an WFPD diet is totally possible and really not that hard. So all I can say is, if you have the time, read the book. It's called The China Study. I listened to it on audiobook while I was bike touring, as it was recommended by a friend years ago, and finally got to listen to it. But yeah, I'll just kind of leave it at that. just take a listen to the book, and I guarantee just in the introduction you'll be hooked and wanting to learn more. So yeah, check it out, the China study. Learn all what WFPB is all about, and how it could potentially better your life for the long run. So that's all I got for today. I'll say goodbye from BC, and sorry for this bug that I just killed before on my forehead. That's kind of gross. Uh, hey, that's what wild camping's all about, I guess. So I'll see you next time.